I mean, there's no doubt that some people need it. That's why we've got the benefit. But equally, there is no doubt that there is a growing number of people who don't actually need it.
Where's your evidence from?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly where I get that evidence from in a minute, if you'll just let me finish.
Please.
So I'm going back to look at this incredible exchange between Zach Polanski and Anne Widdecombe, where basically Widdecombe confesses she trusts her own instincts more than she trusts facts and figures.
So there is a growing number of people who are either working and claiming, or who are claiming when they don't really need it.
Well, he asked where the evidence is from.
And the evidence from that, the evidence for that, rather, is the number of cases that most people can point to that they know, where it's happening.
Anecdotes isn't evidence.
No, it's not just anecdotal, it's people actually knowing.
So I know Anne here isn't peddling a hardcore conspiracy theory as such, but she does display some of the traits of those who succumb to them or peddle them. This from the book Conspiracy Theory by Ian Dunt and Dorian Linsky, where they detail how having outsider information makes us feel more important. In adulthood, this kind of outsider information gives us a prized place in society, defined as we are by our ability to see things others cannot. It makes us the heroes of our own stories. Conspiracy theorists see themselves as agents of history rather than impotent victims. They are heroic members of a rebel alliance of warriors for truth. It is a profoundly seductive storyline to involve yourself in. There is a vast plot that has fooled most of the world, but you are the plucky detective with the wit and courage to uncover it. Conspiracy theories, therefore, provide all sorts of attractive propositions to the believer, a sense of order, a community of like-minded fellow truth seekers, and a starring role in events.
Where this is going on. I've been a social security. I've been a social security minister, and we relied heavily on what people told us, because
that's why we're in such a mess. If you as a minister were not looking at data,
actually told us more than the raw data.
This is quite extraordinary. So you're saying you made government policy based on what people told you, as opposed to the evidence of what was
if it's going on, yes.
Now, here's why black and white thinking, those not willing to listen to others or even provide facts, gets dangerous. This is one of the great dangers of conspiracy theory. Democratic politics is based on the peaceful mediation of competing interests. It relies on the idea that we are all willing to compromise and accept partial victories. But conspiracy theories are grounded in a battle between darkness and light, in which conciliation is tantamount to surrender. Since what is at stake is always a conflict between absolute good and absolute evil, wrote Richard Hofstadter, the quality needed is not a willingness to compromise, but the will to fight things out to the finish. Nothing but complete victory will do.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
really?
either way,
you may be astounding.
we find...
Click here for some more Reform Reprobates.